If you've ever wondered why so many dental students are anxious, low-key stressed out all the time, let me introduce you to the real villains of the dental school education system, the professors. It seems like you're being paid to be emotionally abused. When I had to pay my $550K, it felt like it wasn't an equal transaction of value. More than not, the people who were teaching the future dentists of America seem to really have a distaste in their own mouth for teaching, no pun intended. You'll understand why I dislike the education system, why I dislike the professors, and how we can work together to reform education so we come out prepared and ready to tackle real dentist problems in 2025. So I was talking to my little cousin who's in his second year of dental school, and he told me about this ridiculous argument that he had with his clinic professor. And hearing about this instantly brought me back to the traumatizing moments of my time at NYU Dental. Traumatized by the same people we pay with our tuition dollars to guide us. Professors, educators, mentors. But what I've discovered is that most of these people are some of the most toxic, insecure, and straight up unqualified individuals I've ever had to deal with. No, my experience at NYU is not unique to this school. Looking back at how much CE courses cost currently, if I had to spend $500,000 on CE courses, you bet your butt I would have the most elite, passionate educators who are committed to helping me become the best doctor I can be. But in dental school, nah, it's just an illusion. I connect with students all around the country, and I understand that this is not a sentiment only held by me. Time and time again, it's always the same thing. The professors are bitter in my school. I'm over it. They're incompetent. Let's start posing some real questions to poke holes in this idea of dental school education. What are the qualifications to teach in a dental school? For me at NYU, it felt like half the job was politics. I saw more butt kissing than mentorship. Professors beefing with each other like there's some literal Game of Thrones dynamic in the clinic scenario where one is trying to one up the other and show off to the other, and at the expense of the students. One day I'm gonna open my own dental school, and we're gonna do it the right way. If I had to hire professors for dental school, I'm hiring only dentists who have been in private practice within the last 5 years. People still in the game, not people who are completely burnt out and checked out of the dental game. Things they were teaching me that weren't going to help me be a good dentist in 2025. But you have to understand the type of person that is attracted to this job. It's somebody well past their prime, somebody who couldn't make it in private practice, somebody who either had some kind of disability problem, somebody who's just trying to work part-time, but still we need to raise the barrier just a little bit. Emphasis on good quality educators. And on a side note, have you noticed how angry some of them are? It feels like they trapped themselves in this job. Maybe they weren't good enough for private practice. Maybe they never became the dentist that they wanted to be in the first place. And then they somehow ended up teaching me how to drill into a plastic tooth. I understand that being in that place in life can have some resentment, but far too many times I felt it in an educational situation, and that didn't seem fair to me, especially for the price tag that we were paying. It's kind of ironic because the dental school faculty most likely weren't great at being dentists. So now they're teaching the next generation how to do things they couldn't do properly. Wild. When my little cousin told me that he was disrespected in clinic and he wasn't even talked to like a person, he was treated like garbage, I wasn't even surprised. I was dealing with the same shit when I was in school. Professors giving attitude, saying statements like, do you even want to be a dentist? Why are you doing such things? A doctor would never do these things. Instead of just helping the kid. I remember when I was on the clinic floors, I would be getting pimped, where the professors would be asking me questions about what to do next and proper treatment. If I got the question wrong, I remember one time I had to just reappoint the patient and just delay my graduation requirement, which was ridiculous. I'm like, how is this even fair? It's so normal in dental school education that it happened to the dentists before us, it should happen to us now. A lot of us knew the professors that were friendly and actually wanted to teach us. So there would be very long lines around the certain professors that were actually teaching, which would make everything take much longer. Some professors would be cool. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of love for my dental school faculty. It was just a certain few that really rubbed me the wrong way. The one professors that we'd love let us do the procedures. The other ones would take over halfway and do the whole thing and not teach us shit. You see, this creates a broken system because now students are deliberately picking professors who are nicer and who will swipe off the work, and it creates a bad imbalance of people and personalities on the clinic floors. Everybody has their most disliked professor. Mine was Dr. Salgado in my D1 year. She was like the Wicked Witch of bench lab. You know, it felt like she was intentionally being mean just because she could. You would come in with the cleanest prep. Obviously, looking back, it wasn't the cleanest prep. She would just toss that thing like it was infected. She would say ridiculous things like hit me on the shoulder and be like, what are you doing? That's not really education. I really remember her specifically because it was a very unpleasant time in my life, having to constantly go to her for approval and just act like some kind of servant or slave. Am I gonna complain to her coworker who she has to be friends with every day and have to deal with her shit too? None of these dental school professors have any realistic feedback that they have to answer to. They all still keep their job. Who's actually protecting the students from the professors? Nobody. And on a final note, I felt like there was a lot of gender bias amongst the dental professors. I felt like the attractive girls in my program were just getting more attention too. You got a completely different education if you were hot. Mainly the older guys would be giving like inappropriate comments and playing favorites, and the girls who tolerated it all kind of got the best treatment. Everyone knew it, nobody said anything. And I really hope these things change for the better over time. I realized how much better real dentists are at teaching. You know, dentists actually want to help you. Currently, there's a new grad at my job right now. He's about like 8 months out. He struggles with extractions and implants, flapping. He calls me for help from time to time, and I love showing him techniques, helping him get better, watching him grow as a future surgeon. Like, those moments make me proud. And there's many of us dentists who are willing to educate and help other students and doctors alike. Like, that's what real mentorship should look like. And to wrap all this up, I think that there's a real important reason why education isn't as good as it should be in dental school. Professors are underpaid, students are overcharged, and the real educators who could be the one teaching everything are out actually doing it in real courses and making real big bucks, teaching dentists how to make more money through clinical experience. My advice to you is to find the professors that you feel can teach the best and who are actually genuine human beings, and avoid the rest at all costs. But to be honest, I learned more from upperclassmen than any professor in my school. So if you're going through the process now, you're in dental school, you're thinking about joining dental school, I understand how the process is. At times it feels like a prison where the professors are like wardens. I know it sounds dramatic, but this is how it felt to me. That confidence can ruin your career at times. With that much debt, it can be a lot to deal with. But we shouldn't let this cycle go anymore. It's important to talk about these things. If this video resonated with you, share it in the group chats, call it out. Send this to a friend of yours who may feel a certain way in dental school because of the unfair treatment they may be getting. I make these types of videos to show that you're not alone when it gets rough, because it happens more frequently than you will anticipate. I hope by making this video, the next generation of dentists don't suffer the same traumas that I did, or we as a collective have been facing. If you're a student right now, hang in there. Life gets better. Focus on learning and focus on graduating and just doing what you have to get out. Play the game, get your license, and you can become the best dentist you can the moment you step out. But if you like this video, smash that like button, drop a comment in the comments below. Let me know what y'all thinking, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.